There's a different kind of stress and tiredness you can't fix with just rest. The kind that comes from always trying to keep up, from doing too much of what doesn't really matter, from giving so much to yourself when you have little left to give. I learned this the hard way. Back when I was working 60 to the odd 80-hour work week in my corporate role with younger kids at home, my work was getting the best side of me and my family got the worst side. I felt like I was just barely keeping by, but I would have told you I was fine. And I was burning out without even realizing it. It was hurting my relationship with my husband and kids, but my enough is enough moment happened at just a regular day at work where I did something embarrassing, rushing from back to back meetings, did something silly, and it was a wake up call because I realized that I was so distracted that that's how I was when I was driving my kids around, and I knew something had to change. And something shifted that day. I stopped working evenings and weekends. I learned how to say no and get clear on my priorities. I became more present and patient with my family, and I started to feel more like myself. I created balance in my life, and the surprising thing was that I performed even better. Balance isn't just about working or doing less, although that's very important. It is about protecting your capacity to be healthy, to be present, to be focused on what really matters. And burnout doesn't just drain your capacity, it steals your presence and your focus and your peace. Nearly half of workers today say that they are burned out, and that's up from last year. And 60% say they are too busy to enjoy their life. We live in a world that keeps expecting us to do more, work harder, and keep up. But if we keep calling that success, then we're creating a future of more exhaustion and stress. We can't keep operating the way we are. There's just too much coming at us. And it's costing us our mental health and well being, our relationships and best performance, and even bottom line results. But more so, it's costing us being present and enjoying our lives. This lesson served me well years later when my 64-year-old mom got seriously ill. For a couple of months, I was caring for her, working and juggling more than usual. But I was also focused on the right things and taking care of myself too. One day, I could tell that she was getting worse, and so I dropped everything to be with her. We thought she had a few years to live. It turned out she only had a few days. I know the burned out me would have had a much harder time navigating it all, and I also might have missed that day. Not because I didn't care, but because I would have been too busy to see it. We must rethink balance. It's not time management or a myth. It's a sustainable way to work and live in a world with so many demands and expectations. And when we slow down the pace, we create healthier homes, workplaces, and communities. And we show our kids a healthier way to succeed. Each day, you have a choice. And when you choose balance over burnout, you'll feel better, you perform better, and most importantly, you can be present for the moments that matter.